and welcome to Court Farms by Oxygendavid. I think it's actually Court Farm Country Park by Oxygendavid, but Court Farm, everyone will know what I'm on about. So this is our new series. I've already started, been at it a bit. We're not actually on this main farm. So I think there's 4 farms that you can kind of work with on this map. Lovely variety. We are not on the main one that you would start with on New Farmer. We started on Farm Manager, so we got 1.5 million. We bought a whole load of stuff and some land and things, which I will now go back in time and show you all of that. So we've gone back in time. I've just set up the map. You know we're on Court Farms. You will know that we are going to be animal focused. So currently I've just got the sheep. I don't have the cows yet because I don't have any food for them. So we've got some sheeps there. We have no cows because I can't feed them and they will most likely perish. So that's not the smartest play to do. So what we have got though is some machinery. And we've got quite a bit of land. But first, should we do... Yeah, let's do the machinery first. So we have Jutsvar. Oh, I can't remember what it is. It's a 6 series. Is that what you call it? Maybe should have done the research. There it is, a 6185 TTV. 185 horsepower. Which is perfect for the size of farm that we've got. I didn't really want to go anything over 200. And it's a new... Well, it's new mod by Giants out. So yeah, there we go. I have this lovely brick. The class baler. Because we're going to do a lot of bales. Yes, we have a silage pit. But then I would have to get a forage harvester and other things and bits and pieces and stuffs. And yeah, we're just doing bales. Ooh, I didn't buy a wrapper, did I? We may have to go shopping again. I don't think I bought a wrapper. Anyway, we have our class more. I can't remember what exactly that. It does about 10 meters, I think, and it works with about 160 horsepower, so it should be fine for a tractor. Whereas it's got 185, so yeah, it should be. I don't know why I said that. This is a Fairland, I think it's a 11 meter wide tether. Bigger than I probably need. Yeah, I want to try it, not used it before. Our Crone windrow, which is a one that puts it all to one side and you can go twice and make them twice as big. So it's, yeah, it saves you doing a lot of passes when baling. I'm using an auto-loading trailer for the bales because, yeah, I'm lazy. There you go. Now we have the Euro Milk feeder, well, feed mixer, which I think is like 17,000 litres, which could be a decent amount, so that's pretty good. And then we have our Merlot, what am I trying to say here? Merlot, what is this? It's not a front loader. Is it a front loader? No, it's not a front. You know when you lose all... Telehandler, it's a telehandler. I knew it was a telehandler, but I couldn't get the words out. It's a Merlot telehandler that we have got with our bale forks on it. And yeah, I don't have a wrapper. Oh, we've also got a lime spreader as well. And I do actually have... It's an MP, I can't remember who makes this. It's a modded one. It holds 12,000 litres of lime. And it looks like several other mods out there that are very similar. And lastly, I think I got a slurry spreader. I did. Fiegel. No, Farm Tech. Close with the F. Slurry spreader. Because we have slurry tank. We also have a manure thing. I think this is a bit thingy, yeah, from my experimentations. It's like this can hold 5, you've got to empty 5 and then put it in here. We'll see how it goes. I don't have a combine, I don't have anything like that. So there's not going to be any straw for manure, we're just going to live off slurry. Not actually us, you live off, you know what I mean. So the land that we do have a decent bit. That's probably not the best. Yeah, we've got a decent bit of land. So we have, so with this farm we have on Court Farm, which future me will maybe have explained, but if not, we have this farm. This is the actual Court Farm here. Apologies if I'm repeating myself. Maybe edit this out or just leave it in. So you get your cow shed, blah, 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 and you get this field. Weirdly cuts this field up, which is fine. And then we purchase 59, 103, 109, I can't read numbers. And they're both in grass as well. So we have plenty of grass. This field, annoyingly, I'm probably going to have to plough up after this year to turn into an actual field that I can get some vegetations off, because it's basically like it's supposed to be in real life. The whole field is, and this field is grazing grounds. So I think that's maybe why the reason he done it. I don't know, because I'm not in Oxygendavid's head. It'd be amazing to be in his head because he makes some glorious creations. How he thinks of them, no idea. But yeah, we've got 3 nice fields of grass, which we do need to get to cutting. Now I need to show you my sheeps. I know it's not sheeps when you talk about sheep in plural. I just say it. Live with it. Oh god, they're munching. So I do have the grazing add-on. We also have milk deliveries on, so that we can just sell our milk without worrying about it. We don't have to buy a tanker and all that stuff. That doesn't really happen in real life. But yeah, the grazing mod is on. As you can see, they are munching through. And I have a Kubota ATV with a very... Oh, why it doesn't like this, does it? Ooh, there's something up with that. Feedbry frame rates. Sorry, that's probably just made everyone go, what are you doing? Yeah, 6,000 litres because I need water. No, 1,500. Bit weird, but it's fine. Then the food. We're feeding, which we don't really have to populate because they're eating the grass, which is a brilliant mod. And that is everything for our equipment. As I said, we do have the grazing mod on, which will help with that. It will help the cows a little bit, but we're doing dairy in this one. And what else have we got on in terms of mods that are different? I think that's it. We're playing on normal economy, no stones, everything else is on. I've got 2-day months on, and we'll be leaving it at 5 times. And just leaving it, I'm not going to try and change the time at all. Just a change for me. Yeah, that's all the additional mods we have on that are different from anything else that I use. But I'm looking forward to the milk one because, yeah, having the delivering milk all the time was just a bit daft, and you have to spend about 200 grand on a tanker, like not 200 grand, but tons of money on a tanker and things. Don't know if I'm going to do much productions in this series, but we'll see how it goes. Not saying no to anything. I do have another thing that I've done, which is up here. I'll edit all of this running up out, because I could have just tabbed. Yeah, I could have tabbed into it. But yeah, this is more fun. Look, scenic. Jump above the wall. Yep. We're getting there, almost. Yep, here we go. So what I've done is I've got a trailer, and another trailer, and a lorry. Now I technically own these, because there was no other way for me to do it unless they're on a multiplayer map, which I couldn't be bothered dealing with. So I own these, but they're going to live here, and anytime I use them I'm going to pay, I don't know, probably £1,000 to £1,500 anytime I use them. Just so it's like an actual delivery company that's picking them up. I just think it'll be, yeah, something different. Because not every farm that I know has any facilities to deliver their stuff. It might be a thing in America, but it's not really a thing here. Yeah, that is our equipment. And what I'm going to start doing now is getting up to the point where you've seen about 5 to 10 minutes ago. I don't know how long I've been warbling on. So yeah, fast forward to, it'll be year 2. I'm not sure when I done my actual intro, because it's not been done yet. So I will see you in the future. Enjoy! You have just seen what equipment that we purchased, and what land we own, and that we are on Home Farm, which is just north of Court Farm, up the main road. Now in that clip, back in time, I did forget to update our money. So we started on Farm Manager, 1.5 million we started with. I did purchase a lorry and trailers that are kind of like, they're not mine. If I use them, I pay to use them. So yeah, I didn't update our money then. So we did go up to about 150,000 loosely. I also had to make a change because I couldn't actually run our lawnmowers or mowers very well. They said it needed 140 140 or 160 horsepower. We've got 185 in our Fent, and it was not working. It was, yeah, we were getting about 5-6 miles an hour on flat bits. So I downsized, and we got, I think this is the base game, tune, I think it's about 8 meters, 8.3, something like that, and it runs really well. So we're going to keep that. I've also made a mess with bales over here. But yeah, we have been going since August. We now have our 30 cows, which are well fed and bringing us approximately 25,000 a day, or sorry, 50 a month, but a day we're doing 2-day months. I should have said that as well. So yeah, we're getting a good income from them. We are playing on normal, difficulty for finance. Maybe should have put on hard, but I'm not too sure. There's tons of things that I want to try and do, and I don't want to take years and years and years to do them. So yeah, we have our 3 fields that I've shown you already. This one, this one, this one, this one. I did have to roll this one in the winter because it just wasn't growing, but I think it's because I cut it in November, but then I replanted this one, so we actually ploughed this. So we can now see what we need to do with it, which is magnificent. What else have I done? What else have I done? I can't actually remember what we've done. We sold a lot of silage bales, that's why we now have almost 400,000. Because we done another whole lot of silage bales. I sold them, so that made us about 200,000 just from selling some bales. So we're going to make quite a bit of money. I do have some issues, well, some things I still need to buy and issues. We don't have any straw. I'd like to do some manure, but we don't have straw because we've not grown any grain crops. This tank is quite small. It only holds 100,000. Now, we have done all these 3 fields, and I think I'm up to... What are we up to now? We're up to 65, and it holds 100, so yeah. Even when I get that cut, it takes about 45. It's going to be tight. I think it's going to be overflowing at some point. But we'll just keep an eye on it. We can put an extension in if we need to. And we still need to buy a straw blower. And yeah, look at other things that we're going to do. Don't really have a set aim for the series. I'm just looking at, 1, trying all the crops that are available to us, because there's 3 new crop types. 3? Yeah, 3 new crop types, and then you get alfalfa as well. So we're going to try and do all of those if we can. I also want to have a kind of focus on animals. So I have done a lot with sort of animals in terms of, we've done cows before, we've done sheep, we've done horses, don't remind me of the horses, and I want to do pigs. So for pigs, we are going to need to do some grain crops. Sorghum is what I'm going to go for. I'm not going to do corn, I just don't think it fits with the map. So yeah, we're going to do some animals. And then I been thinking, I did say I wasn't sure what kind of productions I want to do, but this field here would be quite cool to do like a farm shop kind of farmy produce productions maybe. So we'll see if we can get that done. Also, it's pretty big. I would have to flatten it quite significantly though, it's not very flat. It does look like it's flat, but you'll see all the ripples, so it's not the best. But the other one that's like this is way over yonder on the other side of the map, where this one makes more sense, because look, main road was got run over. The plan for this episode was to just introduce you to our farm. So I think I've done that. If you've got any questions, write them down below. I do really like this farmyard. It is probably my favourite one on the map. There is other ones that are quite nice, really tight and really small ones as well that are, yeah, really good if you're wanting to just do small equipment. Especially one down to the south, that's down past Court Farms, got past in the village. There's 2 down there, one of which we will be buying, maybe the cow field and the pig field down there at some point. And show you our equipment. So we've done an equipment tour, we're showing you everything that we have. So we've got a decent bit of equipment. Some of it we could look to upgrade, but I do think we need a bigger tractor. Like the 180 horsepower is sufficient to do the widths and stuff we're working with, but if we wanted to improve efficiency, we would probably need to look at something that's low 200s, very low 200s. We don't want a tractor that its body size is much bigger than what we have, because it's, yeah, there's tight lanes, it's a tight UK farm, you don't get many huge tractors here. So that will be what we're looking to upgrade, as well as more animals, more land, and yeah, that's about it. So today what I'm thinking of doing is we've got almost 400,000 and it's March. So I think we need to buy a field. The one down now. That's what I'm going for. Already picked it. Yeah, we're going to buy a field. We're going to buy specifically, I'll show you in 2 secs. Field 92 is the one that we're going to buy. So it's going to cost us 156,000. It's supposed to have good yield. It's got a lot of loam in it. So we will go to our soil samples. Yes. Oh, it's a nice stripy one. So we're going to get this planted with, not sure if I'm going to do barley or oats. So we'll need to lease a planter to get it done. Actually, go and check on the field condition just to make sure that it's okay. So we put lime on it and things like that. We do have a lime spreader. I did put lime on all of these fields. Took a lot of lime. Yeah, so this is going to help us with our straw so that we can actually get some manure down for our animals as well. So I think we'll just get started on that and we'll see you when it's done. So that is our barley in. I am just getting a second application of slurry on. I should have done this before I planted instead of one after and then one on the next growth stage, but you know, we're getting it in. It doesn't matter, it's going on. Just not very realistically. So we'll get this finished off. We should have enough in the tank to do it. And now I've got the issue of I only have one field. Oh, that would be a telegraph pole, Craig. And we just went through a hedge, which, yeah, again, not super realistic, but I'm just bashing through. Yes, grass. I have an issue because I cut 2 of the fields late. Say late, I cut them in November. I didn't roll them, so they didn't start growing until I rolled them. At least a roller and rolled them. Now they're only on growth stage 2, and my field next to my cows is ready to go. So I'm going to get that done. I'm going to just do that in silage. And then we'll get it all ready to go again, and then we'll just see see how close they get to sort of being on a par with each other. I think they're going to be off sync all year, which is a bit annoying, but it is what it is. Now, I've been thinking again about what we're going to do with money. I think we do want to do our sort of cows and beef stock first. So I think that's going to be the next sort of purchase. It's 90,000 for the other cow pen. I don't know what I'm going to need. I think I need to get water in. I don't think it's got water plumbed to it. So I'm going to need some way of constantly giving them water, which will be probably going to have to get like another, I don't know if like another Kubota or something. Yeah, there's going to have to be something I'm going to have to do. Because driving down every single day to put water in is a bit frustrating, to say the least. But yeah, we are cracking on. We're doing not too bad. We'll get this all finished, and then we'll have some straw for the cows. Oh, I've just run out of stuff. I didn't even realise I was too busy speaking to you all. Yeah, we're getting on good. So we just need to get this last little strip done, and I'll get this parked up. We will get the mower attached so that we can get our field next to the cows all done, dusted, as I said, and get turned to silage bales. And then hopefully, if it's on stage, that'll be what, May, June. So it'll be June by the time the next fields are actually ready. And then our fields should be ready to go by what, July? So is it worth just pairing them all up? Contemplation. Anyway, we'll get this parked up and we will get hooked up to our mower and we'll get started making some more silage bales for this year. We're about halfway through our bale wrapping. We've got about 30 bales, I think. We'll see when we get them all collected. As you can see, the other grass isn't quite, can't really see it. I'll get closer to it. Isn't quite there. Yeah, it's on growth stage. Is it 1 or 2 I said before? But never fear. We'll get this field done and we'll just keep cracking on. Basically what I'm trying to just do is keep this field as silage, the bottom field there is silage, and then the other slightly bigger field, I would say, we're doing that as hay. I'm just kind of keeping it as that, just to keep us on track. So we're always going to have more silage, but that means we can sell it. We've still had plenty of hay things. We're doing 2 cuts last year. That kept our cows going and still is there, so 2 cuts will be fine, and more than fine. Even if I want to expand and get some more beef cattle, which I definitely think I'm going to do once I get this field finished off. Yeah, beef is going to be the next thing I think we get. So we'll get, don't know how many, I don't know if, we'll get them young, obviously, young Angus cattle, and we just need to see that area. Sorry, I'm just driving through the bush because I can. Yeah, I'm not sure how many we'll get, we'll see. I think, well, obviously, there's 90,000 for the thing, so we can actually probably get it once we get this field done. Which would be good to just do. If we need to move some hay down, I've got the grazing mod on, but with my sheep I lost 3 sheep because it didn't sort of kick in and they had 0 health for too long, so 3 died, or sorry, didn't die. They didn't die, giants don't like us when things die. They disappeared, we went on a holiday. The butcher. So yeah, we'll probably take a couple bales down maybe, just to make sure that we have food in their new home. Okay, we're going to get this done, and then we will look at getting our new cow field so that we can start with our beef endeavours. So we'll see is once we are purchasing our new beef paddock. So we purchased the cow field and we've got it stocked with some little calves. Do they have rings in their nose, or no, they're just very pink. I brought down 3 bales of hay as well, just to make sure that they had plenty food. Bought another water trailer and we put in a water source here so that we can get water out for them. Now it's about like, they're pretty much drinking most of the water, which is kind of worrying because it doesn't store much, whereas the animal bit, it's only taking about 6,000, so they do kind of go through it, so we just need to keep an eye on it. I might end up getting a vehicle down here just to like make it easier to keep topping it up. And yeah, they've eaten off most of the hay, but the grass is sort of working on the grazing mod that we have on. Yeah, we'll see how these guys get on. Now I think I can't remember when I was going to sell them, but they're not anywhere near that stage yet. So yeah. First stage of expansion is done. Now we've still got 143,000 left. I can't really do much now until we're just going to keep doing the process of looking after the cows and getting things like that. I do need to wait till our field is ready to harvest, and then we can hopefully get a harvester. And hopefully our milk money, it sounds like we're back in school, helps us get up to closer to 200,000, so we've got a bit more to spend on a nice harvester. So yeah, beef stock is loaded. So we're now into July. Our beef stock is doing well eventually. I may have killed some off, so we'll go and check on that in a minute. I've done the first field that we've done already once this year up there. I did forget to say, we actually got 33 silage bales from that the last time we cut it, so that's pretty good. I'm doing the same as what I've done sort of last year and now as well. I'm going to do these 2 fields, so this field and then the one at the top of the hill is going to be silage. And then the field to the right we're going to do is hay. Now our barley crop isn't quite ready yet. It'll be ready next month, hopefully. So then we need to look at getting ourselves a combine, which we do have enough money for I think at the moment, but we will get another, we get about 20 to 26,000 for milk just depending on the price. But yeah, I'll need to go and show you the beef stock. Actually, what we'll do is we'll get a worker set on this, then we'll go and check the beef stock. So, as you can see, we had to do something. We had to cut this field for hay, because I left it just as just grazing. However, we lost 34 of these little people. Yeah, they don't like just grass, they just die with the grazing mod and advanced animal pack on, which I didn't realise. Maybe it was my naivety and didn't look into it properly. But yeah, that cost us an extra 12,000, which we really needed. But we've learnt from our mistakes. Yeah, so we baled, I cut this and baled, I can't even remember how many we've got because we have used some. I've also moved the Kubota down here just because it's easier having it down here, and the tractor up at the main farm can just do the water up there. So yeah, we've got a little bit of straw, hay here. I'll show you the tab on the animal thing just so you can see what the issue was. So as you can see, we've got 16 of the originals, and then I bought another 34. So what happened was we had no hay and we just had grass, and their health just plummeted and they died overnight. It was glorious. It was actually horrendous. Yeah, we've now recouped. We've learnt from our mistakes. So we cut the grass, but I can't seem to get any more than this because the grass is constantly there, even though I cut it. So yeah, I've just kind of piled it up in the area so it's constantly getting a feed in. I just need to top these up every now and again. So the beef enterprises had a rocky start, shall we say. But when you see that, that's... we paid, I think we paid 300 for these. Let's go check actually. So we're already making money on them. Yes, we've had some losses. But we can't really add that into the equation because that was more my silliness than anything else. So we bought these for, where is it, 300. So if I was to buy 16, let's do it that way. Because we've got the additional fee as well. So if I was to buy 16, I would get 5,600, which, sorry, it would cost me £5,600 if I was to buy 16. Now if I'm to sell these, I'm going to get almost 8,000, so a little bit of profit. But I am going to keep them until they are full age, which is what, 12 months it says here. I don't know if they go up at 12 months up to like 2,000 or not. I've not actually done beef stock with anything else on FS22. So yeah, we're just going to leave these little guys to grow. This is our awkwardy kind of situation we have. I just want to show you it. But it works and it's doing well, so we should be making some money from it in the next year or so. So we need to get the grass done, so then we can get on to the barley harvest, which we'll probably do in this episode. I'm not sure time-wise, but yeah, if I would like to get it done, so then that'll be like our whole year, first year done in this episode, and then we can crack on with growing into the second year. So I'm going to go get the grass done, and probably August I'll check back in, because that's when we should be able to get our barley harvest and we should be able to buy a combine. So I will see you guys in a bit. So we've made it to harvest time. So that is us on our barley. I bought this lovely New Holland CX580 for, I think it was like 160,000. We've got a 28-foot header with it, which is about 6 or something, 7 meters, something like that. And I got the base game class trailer, which you can see attached to my tractor at the bottom. I did get a header trailer as well, just to make sure moving this is okay. But yeah, we are harvesting our first lot of grain crops, because we're going to be doing a lot if we're going to get some more straw so we can get manure for our animals. But yeah, that is a whole year we have now done on Court Farms. And it has been a very enjoyable year actually. We have had some issues. We killed a lot of animals, accidentally, not on purpose, of course. Sheep, we lost 3 sheep and we've lost 34 calves. So, not the best in terms of animal care, but we've improved. We've got things in place now that we won't do that. But yeah, we've got beef stock now, so by the time we get to the end of next year, we'll have beef stock to sell. I'm looking at expanding our milking herd. I think we're at 25 or 30 cows we've got now, so we'll try and take that up to maybe to 50. See if that works okay. We've already kept some more sheep with lambs from the last amount that were born, so we've got more sheep, so we should be getting more wool. I've not actually sold any wool. May's the best time to sell wool, and I only had about 6,000 litres, so I was like, oh, we'll just leave it. So we'll let that build up. Oh, our harvester is full. Yeah, we're just going to let that build up, and we'll get that sold next year. Get this pipe out and get our tractor across. So the next steps that we're probably going to look at doing is, after we've expanded maybe some of the, well, expanded the milking herd. I think sheep will be fine for now. Beef we've done. I do want to look at getting pigs. So sorghum is going to probably be what we put in. So I do think we might buy another field or so we can get some stuff for pigs. Like, it's not going to be this year because we've got barley in this harvest. So it's going to be a fair bit away. It'll probably be to the start of year 3, but pigs is something I want to start getting done as well. So it would be like a full animal farm. Let's set from horses. We don't speak about horses anymore. Horses, no. That's going to be us for this episode. I am going to crack on and get some more of this stuff done. I will see you again in the next episode, where we will be looking at obviously caring for our animals, maybe slightly better than we have done already, and expanding this lovely farm. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing down below, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.